Greetings, I am Mira. I am speaking to you from the Earth Council, where I have been working exclusively assisting with the Earth's ascension. Progress is being made, dear ground crew. We can report an acceleration of favourable aspects of the ascension process. You are right on track for the work that needs to be done. We acknowledge you for being the best of ascension teams with which we have ever worked. Part of our work in Pleiades is to assist other planets with the ascension process. On Earth, you have had numerous obstacles to prevent the Earth and life on the Earth to rise in consciousness. We are pleased to report that the malevolent ones are on their way out. It is happening expeditiously. In fact, the progress is astounding. Some are giving up after realizing that all of their money won't matter after all. They know there will be a future where money will not exist. They have been attached to their power over others and service to themselves. They are making appropriate choices for their own soul's growth. Just think, what if you controlled most of the money on the planet and then were to realize it won't matter? That the money won't get you anywhere. So the result is they will either come around to the light or go to a more appropriate destination with their frequency. Some of the younger members of the Illuminati have come around. Reparations will be made for the bad works of the elders. They know that we mean what we say, and that we say what we mean. They are beginning to understand that their time is short. They know they cannot maintain a strong hold with the love and light of the higher dimensions. They know that the focus on the earth from all of creation is too much for them to bear. There will continue to be many unexpected events and occurrences on the planet, with the biggest cleanup happening in this year. Surprise after surprise will keep you interested in the events of the day. It is happening for the highest good of all. Even when circumstances appear to be blight, there is a higher intelligence behind the illusion. Most of humanity have decided it is time to move onward and upward. It doesn't matter what the Electoral College in the US wants. It is the truth within the hearts of most of humanity that will set you free. Continue to imagine your new Earth where you are free from the old timeline of the past. Envision living in stupendous glory with love, harmony, joy, abundance, cooperation, and peace for all. We can't do it for you, but we can help you with your new jobs of healing the earth and living in the 5th dimension. Are you ready? I am here to speak with you today to point out matters of importance. The Earth Council, of which I am a member, wants to assure you that you are in good hands. We are not going to let the earth be destroyed. You have gone too far in your ascension process to turn back. This simply will not happen. What is happening right now is that the old vestiges of power through patriarchy, domination, military, war, self-interest, greed and abuse are coming to the forefront. This contaminating energy is in the process of being halted. So you are seeing the final stages of the dark dysfunctional system coming to a close. Please do not be afraid that those who are wielding false power will be able to prevent those who are ready to rise in higher consciousness. We are speaking for the multitudes of galactics, masters, and light beings around the earth who have your best interest at heart. The collective consciousness of the old 3rd dimension is being routed out and will be replaced. You will be living in unity, love, harmony, peace, and abundance. You can consider the days of struggle almost complete. You are being catapulted to take action and stand for your truth. The earth is pleased with what you are doing and all of love you are giving her. In your hearts and souls, you are beginning to recollect your memories of what it is like to live in the oneness. The mirrors of separation are merely showing you how far you have come. Soon we will be welcoming you back into the fold. Use your time wisely. Do not feed into the fear. See what is going on as a stage and detach. Be thankful to the players on the stage for bringing maladies into focus. You can consider them change agents for stirring things up. Behind the scenes, we have no fake news. We know what people are doing, thinking, and saying, and the motives behind their behaviors. That is why we are here to monitor and review everything to make sure that you are safe and protected. We beckon you to be discerning. We would prefer to be able to tell you everything, but we are not allowed to do this. We can make subtle suggestions. We can point to our presence for those who can see and hear. We ask you to learn to deeply trust yourself and your inner knowing. Your discernment is imperative. Please look above the scenes as if you were standing on top of a mountain of truth. Anything that is erroneous and out of integrity will crumble beneath you. Falsities will be erased and lies will be purged. Therefore, you will be standing in true understanding. The days of hardship are coming to a close. Please make the best of the remaining lessons you have to learn for your own healing and growth. Step forward as the powerful light beings, ground crew, that you are to proudly and valiantly do what you came to do. Remember that we are with you, that you are loved and protected. In spite of external appearances, please know that all is well. We are the Pleiadians, and we are pleased to offer you our words of wisdom. So there seems to be a bit of confusion around the idea of creating your reality, and we would like to clear that up for you. This is something that you hear and get very excited about, and then you put yourselves to work, doing all the creating that you possibly can because you want your reality to be a certain way. And what we want to clarify for you is that the reality that you are creating has more to do with your experience of it than anything else. You are creating you. You are the primary creation. Now the reality outside of you does begin to reflect that which you have become, that which you have decided to create. But it's not going to work the other way around. You are not going to stay a sad and lonely person while you create a fun and interesting life for yourself, filled with friends and relationships, and so on. That reality would not be an accurate reflection of what you had created. So instead of focusing on what you want to create that is out there, we suggest that you begin to create the version of yourself that you would like to be. And how do you do that, you might wonder? Well, it starts with a decision, and it continues to be a decision. In other words, you can wake up one morning and say, I am deciding to be happy. But then you can go about your day and find several reasons not to be happy, and forget all about that intention. The decision to be happy means you are going to cultivate a frequency of joy within yourself. It does not just mean putting a smile on your face and skipping down the street. It is a bit more involved than that. So as you recall the frequency of joy, as you have experienced it at some point in your life, and you begin to call that forward, you actually begin to create a joyous version of yourself, and that is what you want. That is why you want the outside circumstances to change for you. It is so you can experience the world joyously. But we say, start with you. Don't worry about the outside world. The outside world will take care of itself as you take care of you, as you put your attention on the frequency you want to hold, and you decide over and over again that you are going to hold it no matter what. Your intention to live a joyous life is one that you can continue to return to, especially when things are not giving you any reason to feel joy whatsoever. That is your journey, and that is how you create your reality. We are pleased to offer you these words of wisdom. There is a flow of energy that you all tap into from time to time that has tremendous creative potential within it. These are your primary resources, and you only utilize about 0.1% of what you have access to. And so we are here to get you on to a higher percentage than that. We are wanting you to tap into this stream more often and with greater awareness. Oftentimes you are tapping into this stream when you are in no way attempting to do so. You have moments of clarity that come to you when you least expect them. Some of you experience these moments of tapping in when you are most tired, when your minds are least active. So we want to suggest to you that you make it a priority of yours to tap into the creative stream of energy that is available to all of you. Rather than trying to come up with an idea, we suggest that you simply allow yourselves to get caught up in this stream. And rather than attempting to make something happen through your actions, or even through your words, we suggest that you simply intend to tap into the contents of this stream and then to feel around for it. You all know what it looks like and feels like to be in the flow for you, because you have all experienced it. So remember a time when things came easily to you. Remember a time when the ideas just flowed, and then find that frequency within you right now. Ask yourselves, what does creative energy feel like? What does being in the flow feel like? And then when you sense those energies, simply let go and let yourselves be taken. Let yourselves be swept up in the stream of energy that is all around you. You don't even have to imagine that it's in a particular place, because once you find the frequency of it, you will be swept up. You will receive downloads. You will receive information that will assist you in your creative process. You must realize that 0.1% is actually higher than what you have been accessing previous to this moment in time. So you are making progress, but the progress you are making pales in comparison to what is available to you. And so we suggest that you utilize this energy stream a bit more consciously and proactively. And yes, you can even wait until you are very tired to do this, but let yourselves feel exactly how it feels to be swept up in an energetic stream that has so much momentum behind it that you will barely be able to keep up with the amount of inspiration you receive. I greet you today in your new year of great changes. We continue to watch over you and care for you. The intensity of the planet and your lives is expanding exponentially. We keep constant watch for where we are needed. We are here to encourage you and to assist you in joining the rest of planets of this solar system and beyond. The Earth has been left behind to battle the forces of darkness for too long. Now this is coming to an end. You can expect the intensity to increase as it gets closer to end the time of darkness. Please know the fifth dimension is already overlaid on the Earth and is in planetary position to shift in the blink of an eye. We will be ready for this great shift of the ages. We all welcome humanity into the fold of your true heritage of the galactic and the light beings. This is who you are, and it is why you are on the planet right now. It is because you love the Earth so much, and so do we. You deserve much better than you have had in the past. Your experience on the Earth during this incarnation and others is one for the textbooks. It will be included in the teachings for eternity and will be used as an example of how far a planet can go when interfered with by the forces of darkness. You will also be acknowledged and honored for being committed, gifted lightworkers. After your ascension and you have fulfilled your time on Earth, your services will be needed on other third-dimensional planets that are also going through the ascension process. You know little of your true history or of your worth. You will begin to learn your true value, and in so doing, you will become unstoppable. This frightens the dark forces. You are and will be a force with which to be reckoned. We are with you every step of the way. It is time for you to stand up and to be counted. We know your capabilities. After all, look at what you have had to endure as beings on planet Earth. You are gifted far beyond your ability to know, but soon you will find out. We are here to open up the floodgates of light and to emphasize the work that the ground crew will be doing. Please understand that you have everything you need to complete this process. The plans are already in place for you to live in a new Earth. Let bygones be bygones and rise above the heartaches and challenges while your new way of life in the fifth dimension comes to fruition. Please be patient and strong. Stay open and free from fear. Know that change is necessary. The old third dimension is going away. You have much to look forward to in the higher dimension, where you will be free from your bondage. Release the past and live in the now moment and the future you that you are quickly becoming. We greatly anticipate working with you, learning and enjoying our reconnection. We have much to learn from each other. Welcome to the awakening and shift of the ages. I come on the wings of love to have discourse with you. The world moves into its next phase, and this one contains increased energetic frequencies. This will create some intensity within your energetic and human body system. It is important that you take time each day, and perhaps even several times a day, to rest and relax, for these energies are those which make people feel exhausted, and when this occurs, that is when it is the time that rest and relaxation is necessary. In this way, you will always be on top of the higher frequency energies as they come through and have their effect upon everything and everyone on this planet. These energies are in the process, as before, of unraveling all that lives within your energetic system that is not in alignment with the higher dimension that you are heading into. This can create a mental fogginess, and sometimes it seems that no matter what you try to accomplish, it just doesn't go where you want it to go. This is the time to take a break, stop and rest. On the world scene, there are those who are in the process of losing their control and power that they have exerted upon the people of the planet for many, many centuries, are creating some desperate moves, and it is important that one checks in within the core of their being, within their heart chakra, on a daily basis, no matter what news you hear or read. It is always advisable to check in with your own inner guidance and counsel. This is where your personal truth is found. It is important for each person upon the planet at this time to follow the counsel of their own heart, of their soul's inner guidance, because this is the path that was meant for you, personally. In the following of this path, you also serve the higher good, the divine plan for the earth. It is now the time to follow your own star in order to bring your special gifts that you brought into this world to be shared with others. The sharing does not have to be in a way that makes one a martyr. The sharing can be offered in a spirit of joy, and the knowing that what you bring is valuable to those who are seeking that specific way of being. There is no harm whatsoever in stating the fact that you retain sovereignty in all of your offerings and accomplishments, and in all of the gifts of knowledge and higher understanding that you offer. It is not in conflict with the divine. Each of you is unique. Each of you has some gift, something that is important to the ongoing awakening process that is occurring upon and within the planet. That which you give can be of great benefit to many. You do not have to exert efforts that are not reciprocated. This requires a knowing of self and the self-confidence in one's ability and one's gifts and one's value upon this planet. Each one of you who has volunteered before you ever came to incarnate upon this planet came to it with special gifts. We understand that it requires personal effort and personal sacrifices in order to bring these through to offer to others. It is a given that the development of soul growth requires sometimes the information that is needed and the methods that are needed in order to help others along their journey on their path to find the way back to source. Your gifts are needed. Your gifts are those that have been planned by the divine to be given during these times. And so we say, relax and rest, for this is when your gifts unfold. It is when you are in a state of joy, harmony and peace that your gifts come to the surface of your being. Your higher aspects come forward to bring another facet of your being into the world, to become a part of your physical expression. For this is how wholeness is accomplished within each person, by allowing new aspects to come forward as they are given the ability to do so. Trust in this process. Know that all is coming together for your highest and greatest good. In this way, it is adding to the collective frequency and vibration that helps others for their highest good. It is all good. Know that you are loved by the beings who reside in the ascended light realms. We work together. Beyond sleep you come to us. You come to the temple of truth. You come to the higher dimensions. You collaborate with us. You collaborate with the Star Nation families, those who serve Prime Creator. You are always on track because we work together. One has need at this time to become a surfer of the energies. When one recognizes that the energies are not conducive to the spiritual path of ascension that they have chosen, one needs to use their energies, their knowledge, their wisdom and their power to transcend and find a different focus, for this is the way. The way is to find wholeness within one's being. This is what the way is all about. It requires one's focus and dedication. It requires one to have the motivation to be a responsible individual, to use their power, their spiritual power, their personal power, their soul power in an enlightened manner, in a way that does not cause harm to anyone or anything upon the planet on which you have chosen to incarnate for a higher purpose, in service to the light, in service to the higher dimensional reality of Prime Creator. You have learned how to wield your power, and that power always comes from a place of love, for that is the highest power, and you have learnt how to use this, and so it behooves each one of you to continue in your work that you have volunteered to do. Each of you has great strength of mind, strength of being, strength of purpose, and strength of vision. This is what is now coming to the fore for each one of you, that you may stay purposefully on the path that you have chosen, the path that will converge into oneness for all in the years to come.